Hello, 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 and welcome to SortaOkay Reviews, where every fan is welcome. I'm Nathan Bedard,
I'm Brad Newton.
and today we're doing our review of...
My Hero Academia. This week's episode is episode 78, and it's called The Symbol of Peace.
Alright, so we're at what I think is going to be the juiciest part of the third season, where we're getting the confrontation between All Might
And All for
and
One.
All for One. And the sad thing was we got a little bit of a decent amount of recap this week, so like 17 minutes was like all new stuff. But of course, it was all good. It was all fun. I love the introduction of All for One.
Yeah.
We
get to, again, yeah, as you said, so let's just start going through the episode. We started off with a recap of last week, where everything was going not to plan. Everything was going haywire for the heroes, and everyone's getting teleported away. We got the recap of Bakugo being teleported through that goo, it looks like.
Yeah, it's not like Warp
Gate.
Warp Gate, because he can only do, I think he said, places that he has been or knows or something like that.
Yeah, I'll explain it when we get there, but yeah. So he takes Bakugo away. We get that, scream from All Might, like All Might's mad, and so All Might takes off. So another thing that we haven't mentioned is they keep on showing this flashback with Shigaraki, and as a kid, and All for One just keeps on handing out, like Shigaraki keeps playing this memory in his head. So it seems like, and again, without going to spoilers for you, because I don't know where we're going anymore.
Yes.
I'm officially caught up to the manga at this point, so I have no idea where we're going forward. He's a little bit ahead of me.
Yeah, I know.
A lot ahead of me.
I won't, of course I won't spoil anything. I just will say that there's a good payoff with this.
Yeah, so, they keep on, going to this scene, and to me it seems like Shigaraki, views All for One, as his dad, as this person that probably picked him up when he was at his weakest, that saved his life.
Well, I think it's pretty much just setting up polar opposites of Deku with All Might, All for One with Shigaraki. I mean, it's almost like now their stories are becoming mirror images, just different routes.
And it seems like All for One himself has a very soft spot for Shigaraki, because he tells him, he's like, "You've got my support." It's like, if you fail, he's like, "I have your back. We'll start over as many times as it takes for you to see your plan through."
Which immediately, I remember reading, I love this about All for One. It's he's not just when we heard about him, I think we heard about him, right?
What do you mean?
Did they go into his backstory?
Not really. We just know, all I know about All for One right now is that he fought All Might a long time ago.
So when we go into a little bit of his backstory, you'll start to think that, this guy, or even as All Might's just talking about him, it's okay, this guy's just evil. He's probably using everyone to think. But no, I like how they show that. No, he's like All Might. He's like, "I got your back if you believe in my way." And also, he also states that when he's fighting All Might, he's like, you've been taking down my comrades. He doesn't think of his thing
All Might
as
as the symbol of peace. He's like, "You're my enemy. You've killed all my friends, or at least taken out all my friends."
Yeah, and he calls them his friends. They're not just pawns. It's okay, this guy's just not a jerk. No, he's trying to build something.
So after that, we see that Bakugo's there, and he's on the defensive now. He's like, "Crap, I'm surrounded by 6 villains now." It's I'm not going to bum rush him. He's being smart about it. He's I can't take all 6 of them. So he's being very...
And he knows that they're going to be a little bit more aggressive.
So, and then we go back to All Might shows up now. Bakugo's "I'm completely surrounded." Then all of a sudden, "I am here." All Might shows up. He All for One catches him, and it's when I saw this, I'm like, "Oh, we're doing this right now." This is happening right now. It seems like they would save this for later on in the show, but All for One versus All Might right now. 2
things. When that happened too, we got a nice art panel of it. They really touched up really nice, and it's yes, we're already getting this fight. Are you kidding me? What?
And then we get to see some of All for One's power. He kind of says that he fuses a bunch of different quirks together, and he modifies them, I guess, and he puts them together, and he completely blasts All Might away. And I was like, "Whoa, okay."
Yeah, he had a recoil quirk with a high pressure
air cannon.
air cannon quirk, and it's pretty cool. I like how it's pretty much states his name, all for one, like all these quirks
he
for
steals
one
people's
person.
quirks, so
Yeah.
that's his quirk. So yeah, he could be super OP, which I guess he is.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get meanwhile, Deku's group is still just paralyzed over there. They're like, I don't know what to do. Like, we're just standing here moving. Deku's like thinking to himself, he's like, I gotta come up with a plan. Like, he starts to move, and then Ida's like, is like, no. Like, he's like, and all of them are like trying to think of a way out of the situation.
Yeah, because I mean, either way, I think Deku was right, because it's like, okay, if he has a plan that it could work, okay, great. But if not, I mean, they gotta go out and help Bakugo. Like they have to. But then Deku, like he thinks of something. He thinks of a way they can save Bakugo without having to fight, not having to break any rules.
Okay, Bakugo realizes that All Might can't use his full strength, so he's like, I need to get out of here. And as you said, Deku comes up with a plan. So if you go ahead and talk about what Deku's plan was.
Okay, so he says this plan all depends on how Bakugo takes it, and what's Red
Kirishima?
Kirishima. He looks at him because one thing we've kind of all noticed too is through this whole thing is he doesn't treat Kirishima like he does Deku. He kind of respects him. He's his friend. They're kind of alike each other. Like they're very similar. So he's like, if we go out there and you ask for him, I think he'll go out.
You ask for his hand.
You ask for his hand. He'll take your hand, and we'll be able to save him. So pretty much what it is Todoroki gets a giant ice glacier. That Tenya and Deku, they start shooting up with
that full spank with full cowling and reciprocal burst.
Yep, pretty much, and they're flying through the air. And they're like
way above where anybody could get to.
Yep. And Bakugo instantly, he's like, "Yep, okay, they're trying to get me out of here."
It's like, you bastards. That's what he says.
And we get this really nice animated scene of Bakugo just blasting and just flying through. It looks so cool. And then he takes Kirishima's hand, and I'll tell you what, I need someone to look at me like Kirishima looks at Bakugo.
Yeah.
But we get that, and we he's saved, we're good, but we're not out of the woods yet, and that's when some of them try to, I think All For One tries to go after him, and some of the heroes...
And then All Might stops him, and then they're like, no one has a quirk to get like that far away except Warpgate and Dobby, but they're both knocked out right now, so Magni comes out, and he's like, they explain his quirks like magnetism, kind of like, women are negative, and men are positive, I guess, I don't know, like their charge. So anyway, he's like getting his power and he's about to send him flying, and he does. But then Mount Lady grows, and then she gets knocked in the face to stop him from... So Mount Lady's like, get out of here, you kids. And then All Might's even like, what are they doing here? It's like, I never would have thought, young Midori would have come to the battlefield after what happened with Stain.
Yep, but I mean, Mount Lady and them, they know what's going on. They're like, okay, they came, okay, get out of here so All Might can fight. We don't care about what happens to us. And then, you guys get out.
Then more of them start to go after it, but then finally Gran Torino shows up, and All Might's like, you took too long to get here, and Gran Torino's like, no, you're just too fast. And then so more, help's coming now. Gran Torino's there, he's holding off the League of Villains. So the Bakugo got away. So at this point, Bakugo's away by himself, that's like a win. But now All Might's like, okay, let's go. Me and you, All For One. Like, the kids are out of the way, like, let's fight. And like he goes and like he's like, you think people are worthless, like this is like just a clash of ideals. He's like, polar opposites fighting each other. Yeah,
it's pretty cool because like All For One, the way he talks is like he talks like All Might, but in a sadistic, twisted way, and it's really cool. He's
like, you can't do that because I am here.
Yeah, I love this conversation. My hero is just great, and we get we pretty much finished this episode. All Might goes in with a Detroit smash.
Nope. First, he gets really mad. He's like, your ideals. And he goes to go and punch him. And then All For One uses his new teleportation quirk to put Gran Torino in his face. And he's like, oh, shit, like, I just punched, like, one of my mentors.
Yeah, and he punches him hard, too. It wasn't like he really
because he was trying to Detroit smash him. So, like, and he hit Gran Torino with it. But anyway, Gran Torino gets knocked out. Alright, real quick, sorry our camera turned off, but we were right where I was about to say, we get this scene where All Might gets really mad. He's like, your ideals don't stand for me, and he goes to punch, and like he's like gonna go, I think it's a Detroit Smash All For One. He goes in, but then All For One makes the portal, and then he puts Gran Torino right there, and All Might punches Gran Torino in the face.
Yeah, he hits him pretty hard too.
He's just knocked out, and he's like, oh, sorry, and then like he's like really, really mad, and this episode ends with All Might like really getting one good shot in on All For One, like
he throws him down,
yeah,
and pretty much like breaks his mask, and
it seems like maybe he won.
Maybe he won.
And like, but again, as you said, like his power is starting to wear out. He's like half No Might and half All Might now.
Yeah, so it's not good. So we kind of get left on a cliffhanger, but it was a great episode.
Yeah.
It was
I wanted to mention, like, these were the two strongest characters in all of the My Hero Academia universe, and they're clashing this early in the series. It's really cool.
Yeah, next week, if I think happens, we're in for a treat. It's gonna be so much fun. The rescuing Bakugo, the art and animation in this episode, it's just so good. Like, this show is just doing things that we haven't seen in a long time, and I'm loving every second of it. But that's gonna do it for our review of this episode.
Yep. And as you remember, if you subscribe, we are giving away an Amazon $20 gift card. So once we hit 50 subscribers, Amazon $20 gift card. So all you have to do is hit that subscribe button right there, and last week's video will pop up right here.
Yep. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all that sort of. Let's get to 50 subscribers. Do that giveaway. We want to give back to the people who are watching our videos. But we hope you enjoyed this video. And we hope you have a very good day. Thank you very much.